Smolder.
Genji going for the Smolder.
Game 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the pick I would have expected. And the Jarvan comes out for Cuz, so some engage power in the mid jungle. Yeah, I feel a little bit weird about these drafts. So I think KT kind of lacking a bit of damage outside of the Yunara, but they do have strong engage tools between the rest of their composition. If they can get some early momentum, they can obviously blow up things like the Orianna. I'm a bit concerned if Dr. gets focused down, the rest of their comp just might not have gas in the tank in those team fights. On the other side for Genji, the top side has a lot of threat fielded with the Yunara, but the bot side, the Smolder Bard doesn't inspire a lot of faith. They are going to have Prio in the bot lane. You are going to be able to farm up with the Smolder. But I think there's a lot of things they could have played otherwise to have more pressure early.
And for his team to help him get there, we'll see if it happens as we're ready. Let's hop into the rim for game number 1.
Hard to play that in this situation, because looks like, yeah, he's dodging away from that ward that was pinged. And he's actually going to steal away some camps on the other side. So very sneaky, finding an angle here.
And see what he can see here on this Jarvan.
Oh, BDD has to watch out.
Uh-oh, BDD, really rough spot for him as now he's going to flash. The follow flash comes in, but the stun is there. And now they don't quite have the damage on a BDD. Here's Cuz getting a ton of damage done with the Conqueror, and that is just first blood given over to BDD.
The game might just be doomed.
잠깐만.
And it's a sidestep on the Q at the end that saves BDD.
나 안 좋았어? 보자.
You can see how hyped he is the moment he sidesteps it. The minion's doing so much damage as well. The Canyon hitting on him.
미안하다, 못 봤어.
He's like, oh, sorry, I didn't see him. Desperately trying to trade it out. Cuz got one of these grubs and he's backing away. He's going to be happy with that.
Yeah, the top priority problem is not making it easy to play towards this side of the map. Not that hard. But so often you're just playing around your Q. Oh, BD's taking, despite the Tibbers usage, getting the worst end off that trade.
Oh, gonna throw down an ult. That's not an easy target to hit.
Yeah, the movement speed, the shield helping, and Cuz is looking.
Yeah, flash comes in, there's the stun. Chovy very low, trying to trade back on a BDD, but there's nowhere for him to go. The heal is there!
Oh, the flash!
On the Cataclysm! Because meanwhile, we got Duro trying to kill BDD, but TP is coming in. And I think Duro is just dead in this one. Lands the stun, and it just doesn't matter. A second kill here for KT.
Oh, this, and he's like, I'm probably dead.
Uh-oh. Chovy, no flash. He's just isolated. Where is he? In the river. And they give the kill over to Peter, unfortunately. Oh, here we go again.
Oh.
This time it's Ruler. And the magical journey's there, but it's just going to be another one. And make it 2. A double kill for Duckdom already.
That is a problem for Genji. You've just given so much gold to this Yunara.
Yeah, I mean, KT definitely looking like the stronger team here in this early game. That is easy to see. Here comes Cuz, and Chovy just doesn't have his flash, but Cuz going to abandon the play as BDD not quite in range.
It didn't really need to happen, because with the towers being there, with the mid-tier 1 being up, there was no really real way you could extend the play. They do just switch up the lane assignments. Oh.
Yeah, Chovy doesn't respect the Scion, and he gets tower aggro as well. Chovy 0 and 2, he's dead again.
Because it is that Chemtech Soul. Oh my god.
Okay, Duckdom claiming he's the ruler mid lane, but now he's taking a ton of damage, just dives to the Smolder. Ruler gonna pick up that kill for free. Duckdom not respecting it. Here's Cuz though. It's Canyon trying to get that life back. Keen just trying to survive himself, but everything comes in as Duro gonna ult the tower to deny. But Ruler still in a lot of trouble, gets flashed on by Peter. Triple kill for Cuz as KT turn it around.
맞대볼게.
Look for Pantheon.
볼게.
I'm looking.
They don't even need the Yunara at this point. Cuz so far ahead gets a triple kill. The tower's protected by the Bard ult from the Herald. Doesn't matter. They'll go for a second charge. I think, yeah, goodbye to the Herald there. But they're looking for BDD.
Yeah, they don't know they're spotted. This collapse is coming in real quick. Here comes BDD. Duro's in a lot of trouble as he is going to flash, but that is Jarvan. You're not getting away from him easily. Down goes the Bard. And here comes Canyon as well. Free food for the Yunara. A third kill for Duckdom. And that should be Otacon on top of it.
Such good vision setup. Some great flanks from Cuz and Peter. And it's like they set the bait up of BDD. They Chovy in.
Yeah. All 5 of them going to group up for this one. They say we got the stacks. If we're gonna fight, we gotta fight here. And they say we've got an Elder Dragon. We don't want to see another one. Ruler gonna get away from that. But what is this split up fight? We got an Aurora ult just splitting everyone up. Keen kiting everyone down, and Perfect's gonna go down here on the top side. And so will Keen. Zombie Scion as well, gonna hit the deck. Already 4,000 damage done by Ruler, and KT showing a lot of respect to this.
Yeah, Ruler's starting to shred. Perfect goes down so quickly there, and a lot of resources were used there to take out Keen. Cuz trying to get a look into the Dragon now.
Trying to come back. Yeah, they want Cuz to try to steal, but will they have the vision? Will they have the ability to do so?
Oh, the stun!
Comes in, the stun hits too! And the anti-engage does come out from the Bard, but they're so low already. Look at the damage from Ruler, though. BDD getting chunked out as Ruler goes over the wall. Chovy is safe as well, but Duro will go down. 8k damage to the Smolder. But the biggest thing, Genji deny the Chemtech Soul.
And they're just willing to drop Baron.
They're just gonna start it. And KT, I mean, they get vision now. The flag comes down. But the damage on this Baron is so fast. They need to close the distance right now. As Cuz is right here, ready for the steal. And it looks like that is going to be the play. It's just gonna come down to a flip. Who's going to pick it up? It goes to one! It goes to one! And now Ruler in a ton of trouble.
He's dead!
The Q from the end, he chases him down. And they get the Baron on top of the kill. And now Genji just desperate to get out. Can they get away from Duckdom? Looks like the answer's gonna be no. As TP's coming him in and KT want to end this game.
That's gonna be game one. Keen not gonna be able to do enough solo. This steal from Cuz, the 1 HP on the Baron, and the cleanup comes in. Ruler gets exploded, and KT start this series with a bang.
So all they had to do, just take the Baron, win the fight, end the game. We were very much in a slow position, and yeah, I mean, Keen's trying his best to clear the wave. With the Baron buff, it's not gonna happen. Can't even deal with Tibbers. This is gonna be the end of game one. KT gonna take it down and bust all of those 3-0 predictions out the window.
Just completely dominating this matchup over Canyon.
Made it look very easy right from the beginning, and of course the mid play where they got the kill over to BDD and Canyon. I believe it was him who went down, either him or Chovy. Either way, just. But
I think it's Ambessa, yeah.
Yeah.
Ambessa was already a good matchup into Gwen, and then he nerfed her armor. So I think you go into this with a lot of confidence.
And they needed a bit of extra damage, I would say.
I mean, I think as much as KT's comp has a lot of tools that make it difficult for short-ranged champions, I do think that, like, Gen G have this kind of just brawl comp where you can just put Braum passive on a target and hit him and kill him. And it can sometimes be very difficult to handle. Particularly Gwen and Xin Zhao, you know, the double circles. When you're playing Jhin Cassiopeia, it can kind of be a nightmare. So, you know, even though I was saying that maybe the short-range comp would be uncomfortable into what KT have, I feel like skirmish is going to be hard.
In this game number 2, they really need to get back on the horse. Let's see if they can as we hop on the rift for game number 2. Let's take a look at the runes.
Oh, the full. Oh, the blow!
Oh, GG. Here comes Ruler, gonna force that barrier out. The flash on him from Duro. Engage Braum, gonna trade flashes with the Jhin. That's a huge win here for the Gen G bot lane.
This is one of the things with playing Rakan into an aggressive mobile lane.
Duckdom just gonna get flashed on, not respecting this. The knockup does come in, but barrier is there for Ruler. It's first blood already for Ruler, and Duro gets no help. Meanwhile, Keen is going in here on the Duckdom, who doesn't have any sums. And a nice sidestep there. The Needles level 6 hit here for Keen, doing a ton of damage into Duckdom already, and actually winning the 1v2.
There's a difference, you know, it's the Lucian Braum and the Dark Seal, so he's actually able to force them away from the wave. So much better for Keen, and they're too scared to even look for a gank now with the low HP. So Keen is getting so much benefit from this situation, and Perfect was really struggling. And now, I mean, I don't think you can dive this.
All right, well, they're going to try. Keen goes in. He's very confidently going to take this 1v3 underneath the turret as Cuz has to flash away. Keen, you can see that deadly flourish. And now we got the Realm Orb coming in. Chovy wants a bit more, and I think Duckdom is just dead here, as nobody is here to help, and he doesn't have any sums.
If he just stays there, maybe they'll forget.
Maybe he'll just disappear like he's Teemo in a brush or something.
Yeah, I mean, it was
just dead. You were expecting them to get early lane leads, but everything fell apart very early And so they really got no tempo going for themselves. Gen.G go back to the drawing board. And look.
Bot lane is getting punished heavily. Oh no, Peter. I mean, he still loses so much health. He gets stunned on the back end, and now ult is there for Ruler, so...
Culling available, here it is. Duckdom has to heal from Peter to get away from it, as now the counter engage is coming in, as everybody trying to join on up, but you see the stun comes in, the concussive blows on a Peter, he's super low. Ruler is just kiting away from Cuz, as the subjugation doesn't do quite enough. Right, so KT really want to fight for the Drake.
They want to. I'm not sure it's the best decision, though.
Looks like even Perfect's backing for the TP. They get the engage here onto one. It looks like Jovi's in a bit of trouble. Has to flash away from this, but the Root comes in, and they select the kill on a Jovi. And now they're looking for more. Canyon a little bit isolated, but he isn't down. But Perfect accesses the back line. Canyon super low himself, but the culling and the needles are pretty good. BDD does a ton of damage to Ruler on the backside of this fight. And now Duro is alone. Keen trying his best to get in there and get a kill. Gets the triple, but immediately gets chomped instead as Cuz takes him down, gets another one on a Duro, and KT win the fight.
They managed to find that one, but we're going to have another fight, it seems, over this dragon.
Perfect's going to get here first, and I think with that roam coming down, Gen.G have to respect that, rather.
Yeah, I think they just give it up.
Yeah, not going to be able to respond.
Get the first two autos, then E into knock-up, and just try and one-shot Peter.
Yeah.
Who is close to that range already.
He really wants to engage, it looks like, but I don't think they've got a real angle here, so Gen.G going to do a good job of accelerating their lead. Perfect. Certainly threatening this one, but the public execution is going to miss, and now he has to flash away. Will he even live? No, gets snipped in the butt, and that's going to be the end of him. Keen picks up the solo kill.
That is not a good look. Here, though, Perfect stepping up to Keen, ends up missing the public execution. Nice sidestep from Keen, and then able to get that last charge of the ultimate. Perfect's bleeding out in the side lane, giving more and more.
Uh-oh, and the culling is here as well. Duckdom barely able to get out. It's not a good feeling as, oh, he just steps up again, trying to take the trade into Ruler, baits him in. The barrier is there. We got redemption now. That's Canyon. Oh, so close.
And I think Gen.G absolutely want to secure that. They have foothold on the objective. Perfect's not even there yet.
Yeah. Hear a lot of shouting behind me as they want to set something up. Duro in a very awkward spot, has the flash and might be able to get over this wall, but the quickness is there. Jumps on his teammate, and it just means that Duckdom gets the kill instead, and he will accept that. Yeah, I mean, at least Duckdom got the kill, and not like Peter or something. We got, Jovi in a very rough spot, gonna be stunned down, and now Cuz is here. Jovi, nowhere for him to go, just accepts his fate, doesn't even flash, and just dies right before the Otacon take. It looks like KT gonna go for this one.
They have so much DPS for it.
Oh, and they're gonna turn as well. The charm comes in and Ruler's just dead for free. Gen.G is asleep at the wheel, and KT are getting so much now.
Otacon for KT. Herald is thrown down in a bizarre position where it's just gonna get deleted. They will get mid tower for this though.
Yeah, looks like Perfect trying his best to clear the wave. We got Cuz coming over. Keen's half health. I mean, Exhaust gonna come in, but the perfect execution to get away from a lot of the damage as needles are coming in. But Keen is kind of all alone here. Yes, he has Duro. And okay, the stun is gonna come in. It looks like Keen should be able to back away, especially with Canyon there.
He is just the main character right now for Gen.G. He is so scary.
Looks like they will push in now. Cuz in position to get the smite. He was able to steal at 1 health as now Peter extremely low. And Cuz getting pretty low himself. The redemption comes in. Cuz he wants it, but he's not going to get it. The smite early. Oh, the stun comes in from BDD. It's gigantic. And now Perfect's on that back line. Ruler doing a great job of kiting out though. And Keen trying to go 1v3. He's got Jovi with him now. And he's going in doing a ton of damage as the turret in the backline is doing work from the side of Duckdom. As Keen and Jovi do get pushed away, but Gen.G, they get a second Infernal Drake under their belt. Also kind of highlights, you know, that Perfect is not exactly in the best spot. Peter goes in, nearly dies, but they get the root on a Canyon here. Definitely a nice amount of chip damage, but Miasma already used. As we're setting up for this Infernal Drake in 5 seconds, trying to get position here in the Banana Brush. As another root's gonna come down. They're doing a good job of keeping Gen.G at bay, but Gen.G now set up on another objective. Getting this one pretty low. The snipes are coming in on a Duro though. As the last shot might just be shot into Canyon, but it's going to go the way of Canyon. He's super low, he goes down. Perfect keeping Keen at bay. And look at the rest of Gen G, they're melting like butter on the right side with a hot knife going right through it on the side of KT. As Keen, yeah, he's gonna get the 1v1. But now KT, they look for Baron.
And you know, Perfect, he did his job. He kept Keen occupied, right? And it's not a thankful job, but...
Okay, we're just flashing on Keen here. Might be able to get it. That pillar is not the best, but it's still going to be a kill. Cuz gets the shutdown. The hero of KT is back.
We so often see Trundles deciding, do they want Triforce? Oh.
Okay, BDD just having a bit of fun. Face checking the brush against 4. Down he will go.
Okay, not optimal.
The last time around, Cuz in a weird spot here. He's going to get slowed down by that. He's going to have to go for the subjugate as a massive Roborb comes in straight onto BDD. He says, I'll take the fight. I can't go anywhere. As now Redemption's coming in. They're going to Axis right at the heart of Gen G. Canyon is so low, and so is Duro. This is 4v4 for the moment, but now Ruler comes in, and it's going to be Gen G's fight. They're going to take down Perfect. That's a second kill to Gen G.
And they opt into the fight. A member down. This means soul for Gen G. Oh, BDD gets caught out again. Cuz a little bit out of position gets put. Doctor,
okay. Just...
okay. Wait, double TP coming in. They're
Calculated.
looking for more. KT, you guys need to be careful.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Keen is behind them. And at this moment, they just do not know. They're going to see it now. But now we got a TP. That's coming in up top.
They should just kill the Braum, honestly, but it's going to be hard.
I don't know if they can. I mean, Subjugation does come out. McKeen flashing on in. A very awkward fight here, as it is going to be the kill on a Duck Dom, the kill on a Cuz. As Chovy just going to solo down the Dragon. Everything falls apart in the span of a couple of minutes. I mean, yeah. KT, they haven't had a couple of fights that were real, right? I mean, there is still a chance. It's not like it's over. It's just going to be very difficult. The poke is coming in from the Jhin. And Gen G, they have to be careful about getting poked out before the fight begins, because that's where all your power is when that fight begins, when you can dogpile onto one target. But they're just keeping them at range. They're looking for Peter. This is a Rakan, so not going to be an easy target there. As now the Realm Warp, just a little fake engage, maybe for vision. Not going to do all too much.
Yeah, just try them, force them back. Both teams trying to contest these mid waves. Oh, it's so spooky.
I mean, they're in the rush. They gotta be there, Cuz he's gonna get stunned down and he's dead. And that's exactly what we were talking about. BDD just pops like a balloon, and the damage is just way too much. Gen G, they just wait perfectly as the perfect execution comes in from Perfect, actually. And it doesn't matter. 3 kills, or rather 4 kills, will go over to Gen G, and they will look to end this game 38 minutes in.
An answer back from Gen G. Definitely not clean game. Oh, okay. You're dead.
Yeah, Braum pretty good. He's getting some shots in. Okay, that's actually pretty close. Doesn't matter. This game is over, and Gen G will force the series to be on our hands. A couple of critical mistakes from KT in the late game, and Gen G are there to capitalize and bring this to 1 against 1.
They managed to win this largely on the back of Keen, who did this monstrous effort to keep them in this game. But this was not a convincing win. This is not a win that makes me think this series... Keen can pick what he wants. Into Perfect, in the top lane. He literally has free reign, and he has been very advantageous in this matchup. You know, we saw him dominate in a losing matchup in the previous game.
Camille.
Oh, man.
Camille Galio. Oh. And also Rel and Vi. With Sivir.
Good luck to BDD and Duckdam. Because the thing is now, it's a 2-carry composition, and I just think you just get bowled over when it comes to the team fights. They're just going to run at you, and the Featherstorm's not going to be enough. You know, if BDD pops, you're going to need a Zhonya's. You pop that Zhonya's, while you're in that stasis, you're not doing damage. So I think KT need a significant early lead in this game. They need momentum, and they can't make mistakes, because I think the second they do, I think this game is Gen G's.
Aggressive here from the side of Gen G on red side. We'll see if they can do it up against KT Rolster for game number 3.
I was just silently seething. And he was like, oops, my bad.
Uh-oh.
Chovy is low, though.
Still, I mean, the stun is going to come in, and Chovy is tanky enough. That's the flash out of BDD, just like that.
He's getting max biscuit value.
All right, here we go once again. Ruler. Stun could come out if he wanted to flash, but not going to force it. There's the flash, and no cleanse this time. Ruler in a ton of trouble. First blood picked up by the Xayah, and now we got Cuz in the bottom lane. Speaking of the Skarner carry.
He might be a bit rough, because I think...
Chovy? Okay, this time he's going to buffer it once again, but has to flash as the rocks were going to do enough damage.
Yeah, just the bot lane of Gen G not doing so hot in this matchup.
It's pretty good for KT, but not amazing. As Cannon's here, might just press his ult button, waits for the seismic shove. BDD still doesn't have his flash as the taunt gonna hit both of them, and BDD so close to getting his flash back, but it's not gonna happen. Peter TPing in just to kind of get hit by the Vi, and the heroic exit comes out from Chovy.
Go. The amount of times I've seen a gank come in.
Time, but they won't. Little engage onto Cassante, as the two of them are like, nah, we can't do this, and the flash comes out. As now TP to the top lane from Duro. Cuz and Peter sticking around because BDD is here as well. 4v2. As Chovy has his TP as well, not going to use it. In goes Keen, and he's in a bit of trouble. Cuz taking a bunch of damage from the turret, tanks it up. BDD gets the aggro, actually. Flashing on in is Cuz. They finally get the kill on a Keen. It looks like Duro should follow, right?
No.
He's going to hop on the horse.
Guys.
I think he just gets away.
Feeling is good that they only got the one kill there, and they weren't really able to translate it into many.
It will be difficult for Gen G to engage eventually, as we got a fight brewing here. Looks like they want to engage onto someone. Peter's going forward. They say, okay, we might just choose the Leona eventually. The damage is there. They go in onto the Skarner, and the Galio's right on top as KT are down a member this entire fight and still take the fight. As Peter just a little bit too far forward. As, it goes Naka! The Xayah Feathers get the kill on the Rift Herald. As now going in is perfect 1v5. He's got Duck Down behind him with the Feathers. He's actually doing a ton of damage. But guys, you're down so many members. As maybe they get the kill on a Canyon. Yes, they will. 505 gold goes to the Xayah. But still a very messy kind of situation around the Rift Herald.
Giving them position onto the Dragon, they should be able to get this. They have the team fighting Herald.
Yeah, no jungler here. Canyon just not here. And the team fight Herald comes out. It's going to send that mid. It looks like Peter, we know he's willing to send it. Maybe he just looks for the knockup? No, just taking the wide routes here. As the mid turret goes down, BDD is basically dead. Duckdown is isolated, and Peter probably just dead himself after the charge.
Yeah. Oh, they got Chovy.
No, I guess they didn't. But making it pretty interesting regardless, because he notices that the dragon is pulled out here. Going to be a little bit of a flip, it looks like, as the turn not really coming through. The wall is there, and it goes over to Cuz. Picks it up, denies the soul points. As Cuz absorbing a lot of the pressure, as now they go in with the Galio. Duckdom has to go to the Feathers. He's so far up in this one, just has to flash away, can't do the damage, and now they just run at them with the On the Hunt. As Duckdom steps back into the Galio, and that will be enough. The kill goes over to Ruler with the red buff, and Cuz is out of there as well. And this should be at least the Otacon to Gen G.
It's a good smite from Cuz, but it's just not enough.
All right, well, they're looking for the Cassante here, as everything going to be used in terms of the flash and the dash. Perfect, nowhere for him to go. You're not getting away from Camille and Galio.
It's pretty spooky, pretty hard to see in that vicinity. Cuz is walking over. I don't think you get anywhere close. He's 2 levels down.
They have vision now. He's got to just send it. He doesn't have his flash. He will get into the pit. They do turn onto him, though, as a lot goes into the Skarner, but will the damage be there for the Xayah as Ruler gets pretty low? Keen also getting low on the right side. That's a kill to Duckdom, but some heavy health bars here on the side of Gen G. And some really low ones on the side of KT. It's going to push them back in the 1-for-1, but at least they stopped the Baron.
Honestly, decent from KT, you know, finding the value as Gen G Oh, there it is!
Peter!
It was Peter! Cuz with a slick smite, maybe?
I mean, he's going to get in, and Canyon is here, but he's alone as the smite goes to KT again. It's a third Hextech Dragon.
Let him go, let him go.
Let him go. Was thinking about not letting him go, but he's going to let him go.
Let him go.
Ruler's got to be careful. You've still got Duckdom, who is a Fountain Laser. Little flank here from Chovy on the right side, but Duckdom's got good positioning for now. But the front line is just being chewed apart here by Gen G. They're going to take them down. Now the ult comes in onto BDD, and the follow-up is there as well. Nice damage here from Duckdom, though. They go very deep for the kill on a BDD, and there's the taunt as the Featherstorm comes in. A massive flash to get him out with the feathers. But it's still a win to Gen G.
Ruler?
Yeah, Ruler's looking for it, and with no Featherstorm, you will be taken out as Ruler flashes the Samsung Galaxy, and they will be taking this Baron now.
I don't think it really matters that they lost that dragon in the end. They will pick up the purple worm. They will be able to use his buff, likely to push to an end because they're going to have a 10,000 gold lead after this.
This is a Camille level 17 with flash. Gonna catch him out of the hook shot. Does not get over the wall. The exhaust is there. Peter's taking insane amounts of damage.
Peter.
And now the Galio comes in. And Keena's like, well, good try, guys. But the Valor is different, though. Nice knockback here on a Chovy. That's going to be a follow-up, but Perfect just gets pelted. The Chovy does as well, but he's got so many stacks on his Magice, he's going to play it safe. Trying to hold on desperately to the Nexus turrets, but 15,000 gold and a redemption. It's going to keep them healthy for now.
Look at the cannon minions. They are just shredding these towers.
Yeah, they really are. Engage will eventually just come in. They're trying to burst down Chovy, but he just goes gold, and the Impale is there, but the damage is not. Duro gets low, but it just doesn't matter. Gen G, they were going to win this game for the last 10 minutes, and they finally are going to take down the Nexus alongside of it, as they will take the lead in the series 2-1, and now are on match point.
The Hun Life Esports.
That was like, it feels like that was years ago. Obviously, it's just earlier this year, but it's a long time.
I do want to say, Duckdown has been playing out of his mind.
BD's got a little smirk. Zoe. Are they just going to lock it in? Try to outrange the Victor and the Blitz. He's going to do it. We got Zoe in game 4.
Oh, so it's going to be Poppy top.
Poppy top. There you go.
So Canyon's going to play the Kiana jungle. We're getting the Poppy top into the Renekton, which is a matchup that Keen can definitely just farm up on, but I think Perfect should be fine with that. We're getting the Nocturne in the jungle with the... It's kind of weird, okay? I guess maybe the thought process is you land the Sleepy Trouble Bubble, and both, you just send the Nocturne and the Ziggs in on the target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just throw stuff at people.
It's a bit of a weird one. They do have a lot of poke. There is ways in which they outrange enemy composition, but I feel like stepping up against a Blitzcrank going to be difficult. They do have obviously the spell shield from the Nautilus. That's not the Nautilus, from the Nocturne.
We'll see how he looks here as we hop onto the Rift for game number 4. All right, game number 4. KT want to keep their hopes alive. There's the flash, and the hook comes out from the side of Duro. Peter walking towards them for a moment. Not scared of anything. Yep,
he does just walk it off there. Doesn't have to burn his own flash. So pretty nice for the side of KT with a flash advantage in the bot lane.
Could look for a hook, but yeah, well, it's going to be the other guy. Peter's going to get that one. The knockup comes in onto Peter.
She just used to get, like, was it Redemption? She used to get...
Yeah. All right, little gank here from Canyon. Perfect, in a bit of trouble, going to land the Walk stun.
The execute damage on the Kiana is pretty high. Oh.
We got Cuz coming in. Cuz is level 5. All right, gonna just flash the dredge line just to be careful. Duro gets satcheled back. I don't think Duckdown needed to be here. It's not a
maybe it's like the the Iceborne Gauntlet with the tier.
Peter just hiding on bush, seeing what he can see. He is going to get hooked though, and now Canyon's here, and the flash in front of the dredge line as Canyon gets in range. As Nocturne is coming in, a ton of damage coming out from Duckdom. Peter does go down, but the trade might just go over to KT as they take down Canyon. They're looking for Duro. And here comes Chovy just to push them away, but BDD has flashed himself and can just flash over, and eventually Duro will die. And the kill also goes over to BDD, who is now 2-0 on the Zoe. Chovy in a lot of trouble here. We got the Storm down, but red buff even ticking, as there's the empowered auto from BDD, who is now 3-0. And 1,000.
Canyon not showing that yet. The sleep lands. Oh, so much base damage. He's just kiting the Storm.
Well, Canyon just
you can't
pushes them away.
Oh,
Peter, the wall. And they really want to kill Peter a lot. The ult is not going to hit. And so Peter just going to dredge line into the further wall.
It's kind of sets up in a position where BDD can just fire poke at you if you start hitting it. You know, he's in a prime spot here.
There it is. Bubble is going to come down, and now Chovy, oh, he's just barely going to avoid that, as now the turn comes in onto the Ziggs. Duckdom in a bit of trouble. He's trying to satchel away. The ult is going to miss from the Poppy, as now Keen is in a whole lot of trouble. You see that damage coming out from the Poppy, and Gen G just have to get away. The damage from the Zoe, rather, as BDD picks up more stacks, and Duckdom lives as well.
Yeah, Duckdom able to move in and clear the wave. Oh!
Yeah, he...
That's a lot of... Oh, it lands!
Uh-oh. There's a lot of trouble here for Chovy, and he goes as the giant bomb from the Ziggs on top of the Zoe damage is just too much to deal with, although nobody's dying. Everybody actually lives on the side of Gen G.
So low. Canyon blocking the damage there. Looked like he was going to backfire massively, but in the end, able to save Chovy in that situation, just about. Not quite having the damage to finish him off, not quite having the damage to finish Canyon. It's so spooky, it's so scary.
Sleepy Trouble bubble on top of it. We got Canyon in a ton of trouble, as it's not going to hit once again. BDD pulling these short just barely a couple of times. The amount of damage that he has now as they're going to pull the trigger here on a Chovy. He doesn't have his flash, but Perfect does. Goes in with the stun and takes him out. Canyon not going to hit it again.
I think that was spell shielded actually from Cuz. You can see quite clearly. Third Dragon for KT. If they get Hextech Soul, you cannot play Hextech Soul into this comp that KT has when they have Hextech Soul.
Yeah.
Like, you're already struggling to get on top of them. They have so much poke. They're so able to prod the enemy team. Oh, they're going to use the Herald to try and force their way in.
I mean, that's one way to do it, but again, it feels very forced, as now the bubble's going to hit Ruler. He's miles away from the fight.
I think Duckdom should have ulted him. I think if he ulted him, he's just out the fight completely.
Yeah, well, maybe they're going to use the Poppy. Oh, no, it's going to miss. And the spell shield was there, just in case. And it looks like we're just going to get a flip here as the engage goes in on the Keen. I think you got to look at that Drake, though. Don't want to give this up for free, Cuz it's not going to get the smite, and Gen G just get the Drake and might just be able to get out. They're spending all this time killing Keen, and it looks like they will get him. Ruler and Duro considering it, but Gen G, they're going to buy some time. They take the Drake away.
What can KT get after? Oh,
he doesn't miss. BDD is just on a tear right now. Dredgeline going to hit Canyon.
Yeah, KT. And so we haven't had people completing or just getting as much gold as before. Oh.
All right.
Okay, it was just on the Keen, so...
Yeah, he can. Just, the knock coming to the hook! And Duro just sits him down, says take a seat, although the damage is coming out from the Ziggs. And they're trying to push into this one. The Victor, though, is totally saved, and a ton of damage is coming out from Ruler at the same time. The poke, though, is going to get Duro down. Keen's perfect around. Oh! He's just walking over mines and getting hit by bombs. And that is not what you want to see if you're a Gen G fan. Ruler, though, trying to frontline here. And is doing a ton of damage. Keen as well. Super low, has to walk away.
Duckdom saving the play there. Close. This was huge from Duro, but it ends up backfiring. He flashes to get the play, gets the Zoe. But they chain, if you get the Atacon, though, it's very significant because petals are worth more the less you have.
Yeah.
So it would give... They have to
Ruler.
Zigzal
over the top. There's the Nocturne. That's the combo. They don't get the kill, though. Ruler going to live, and BDD says, I'll get the kill. Don't you worry. As he's going on in, they keep him around with the bubble. As everybody doesn't get to play the game, they're just running away, tail tucked. And there's nothing they can do. As now they've got an opportunity to go for that Otacon.
Their jungler is down, but Cuz is up a good amount sooner than Canyon is.
Looking for it again. BDD playing with fire. He's got that flash. As now the damage comes in. Chovy steps up and dies. Chovy, no. 0 and 4 on the Victor. And KT, now they'll take this Otacon.
That's going to be enough for it. Take out the mid laner as well. I love Cuz just flying in, sacrifices himself for the kill, but the cleanup's there. The artillery cannon's firing, backing up the Nocturne. And Gen G just don't really have a response to these long-range picks. So the Sleepy Trouble bubble hits.
No flash. No flash.
After the ult, he almost gets one shot. He does just survive, but then this is there. The second bubble comes through.
Keep going.
Oh, and he finds it again. They have gotten control of the river pretty well.
Yeah.
This is good for Gen G. but they have to try and stop KT pushing in. The Gravity Field will do a decent job. They're starting the objective.
They're just going to start it up and just hope for a flip, and if they get it, maybe they can win it. I mean, Gen G, they're not out of it just yet. The poke is coming in, as now the Paranoia, and the massive bomb up to 5! As the damage is there, Toby is dead, but Ruler is still alive. The hook on the Perfect might just be enough as he goes into GA. Ruler's still alive, gonna take out the Nautilus. As BDD and Ducktom, they're kind of flying alone here. Perfect, pretty low.
Canyon's still up is the big thing. They need to get the Dragon to reset because he's got a smite.
Ruler, he's just desperately asking for one auto.
Oh, Perfect found Canyon.
Perfect did find Canyon. As where did the Blitz go? Where did the Corki go? They're both dead to the Zoe and the Ziggs. Well, at least to the Banana Brush. They have
make or break.
down here.
This is make or break for Canyon.
Oh, he's spotted. And now they can just wait. TP coming in from Chovy.
Wait, Cuz is going to gate in and then he can ult. He can just ult.
Yeah, he can just ult. Poke coming in, they're trying to burst it down. Is Canyon gonna land an ult, and now it just goes to Smite. As in goes Cuz, he takes the Elder, and that should be it. KT gonna be forcing a game 5 here against Gen G tonight.
They lost in the best of 5, was the LCK Cup, and now they're being taken to 5 games by KT.
Taking to 5 games in this manner, they definitely would not have expected it, as BDD is going to get hooked in. Do they have the damage? They're all tanking the turrets and stuff. I think only Ruler against Elder buff is not going to be enough, though, as he is going to take out one. Cuz is pretty low, but they just turn onto him, and that's going to be enough. 38 minutes in, Elder too strong, as they close it out and bring us to Silver Scrapes.
Look at the damage from the carries, they're absolutely massive. Gen G just not able to find good footing. Canyon invisible on this pick. It has been an absolute jungle gap throughout this series. Last game was the only real exception. So, I mean, we knew we were going to get a little bit fringe with some of the picks.
Yeah, for sure. There's just not really a lot of options. You're not playing Akali into this. It's gonna be Lissandra for BDD game 5.
Okay, there's a lot of engage on the side of KT, and it really feels like Gen G are playing more like a composition where you try and just stand your ground, you stun closest target, you have like the disengage of an Arda ult. But if like Wukong and Lissandra get on the Calista, they can explode it. But I really feel like this game is super snowbally. There's a lot of elements here where if you get ahead, like Lissandra went behind, I know she obviously still has a CC, but she's gonna fall flat. We've seen Calista went behind, fall flat. TF Lee Sin, this game feels, you know, compared to the game 1 where we had like the smolder, and it was like you have the late game insurance, this game does not feel very late game insurance. And I really think a big part of it is that Wukong in Cuz's hands with how the jungle matchup has been going.
Are going to be very defeating for really any lane to go into, especially one in a game 5 of Fearless. I mean, Ezreal Maokai, as you mentioned, is not really a lane.
I think they should make it louder.
All right, hiding on the back of the bush here is Cuz, gonna get the flash out of Keen. So that's one summoner that they've taken down from Gen G.
Have like a global like taunt.
Something like that is, kind of difficult to gank the Lissandra.
Just force the ult though and the flash, so they'll take it.
So he's just going to get that one on cooldown and come back to the mid lane just fine. So we're trading Drake for Drake here. What is the soul going to be is the only question left. As... Nope.
Gen G looking like they might contest it though. The Herald probably...
Oh, a little bit late to the party. Canyon is going to go in, get the kick down, and now they're looking to turn on a Chovy. Maiden zoning on the bottom side of the fight. So they get the Herald, and they're going to get out.
It looks like they're moving in.
I mean, they're going to throw down Rift Herald, but there's too many sticks in this Dragon, and it's just going to be smited by the Calista, essentially. The turn comes in. Ruler is getting pretty low. The follow-up with the Wukong is so much AoE damage. They get 2 kills, and the Thralls are going out, and the fight is hugely won by KT. They don't get the Dragon, but they're going to pick up 4 kills in the play.
There's the engage. The flank comes in. The Hex Gate's there from BDD. They get on the back line, and it works. The Wukong value is massive for Cuz. Him and BDD smash Ruler into the dirt. And you know, so many summoners were available. Ruler's flash was up, Duro's flash was up, not used. A lot of these summons just not used by Gen G. It feels like they were caught unaware by the play. And that 3,000 gold lead demolished out of nowhere.
And guess who's got the massive gold lead once again? KT proved to everyone that, hey, we can fight these guys. And now, once again, Ruler's just going to kind of face check, and Cuz is all over him once again. The bailout is there, and Ruler, nowhere for him to go. Canyon, super low himself. The kick is actually gigantic, but it's not enough. No follow-up there as Keen burning down Cuz. He gets incredibly low. He will be taken out, but the fight is still won by KT.
4 for 2 there. Cuz does go down, not able to survive that, but it's a huge teamfight win again for KT. Chovy's not even there, and KT are just demolishing them, finding Ruler again.
Yeah, it's gonna send it. I mean, they have Kalista, and they have Renata for the hostile takeover in the choke. And they're just pulling it down, throwing as many autos into it for the Ren value as possible. TP's coming in, and now the equalizer going to zone Cuz a little bit, but he's still in the pit. He's still got excellent value here, excellent position on this one, as in he goes, and Cuz will get the smite. Canyon immediately dies. And he's just not in this fight anymore. Keen's super low, doesn't have the Zhonya's, and now the follow-up comes in from the rest of the team as they are just rolling over Gen G. KT looking for the ace, and they will have it after the Drake.
There's that Wukong value. Cuz gets the smite, gets Canyon, gets the team fight. It's a 5-0 ace.
Perfect now, a level and a half up. They're looking for BDD here. And
so hard to catch, though.
It's just Chovy. Like, Canyon's taking the Hex Gate into the jungle. They're going to get the TP at a perfect, kind of an awkward spot for him. He's probably going to have to flash out of this one. Exhaust comes down. He's just going to hold on to it. He says, I'm dead. Nothing I can do. Waiting with the hostile takeover, just waiting for the right moment. And there it goes. They get the engage onto that front line. Down goes Canyon. They don't have a smite right now. And no, down goes Cuz as well. The Baron goes to Gen G. But BDD is doing so much work in the zoning there. The Thralls get the kill on a Ruler. And Chovy just barely gets away. They hold onto the Baron. And Gen G are still in this one with the Baron on Chovy.
Just about such a chaotic fight. Both.
Yeah. And here comes Chovy once again, ghosting on in. They want to take a fight. They know Cuz is not here. Peter in a lot of trouble, has to flash away. And that he will. He gets out. Duro takes a bunch of damage. Cuz by himself. Destiny comes in. They have vision. But they're not quite able to land the Q. And now Chovy maybe overextended. The kick is massive. BDD gonna land that stun onto Canyon. Peter super low, but he's still going in. They want to get Keen in the front line, but Cuz goes very deep, goes into his GA. And now is going to respawn. And KT, they're so low, but so is Gen G. The flash on him for perfect. Oh. And he's very much alone. Needs to be careful if he lands another E. Oh, the ghouls, come on.
Wait, he can stall them out. A TP's coming in behind them. Oh. BDD's coming.
BDD. BDD, here he is. But the stun comes in and he goes in and dies. BDD dead. Oh, the stun. Oh, the damage rather. But they got the dragon.
They got the dragon. They got the dragon. Okay.
They got the soul. Okay. Let's just get Lysandre is what he says. And they do.
Yeah, the exhaust comes in and they're like okay. Oh.
Canyon certainly will have an angle, right? The Q is coming on in. He's not going to get it. The smite of Cuz is there once again. This guy rarely misses, and he's not going to miss in a game 5.
Just hit the smite. It's that simple. Just hit the smite. You know what? It's not risky if you don't miss the smite.
It's that simple.
It's that simple. Confidence from KT. They get the dragon. They get the Baron.
All right, position here on the Elder goes to KT.
Perfect can just start soloing it.
All right, Chovy. He does chunk the turrets, but this Elder is falling very quickly. Canyon trying to take the gate over straight into BDD. They could just take him down as the stun comes in and Canyon is down to his GA. Already, they don't have a jungler. As down he goes.
He's dead.
He's just dead. The smite should just go the way of Cuz. They're taking a lot of damage. BDD has the AoE in the pit, and it goes in. Duck gets it, and KT will take the fight. Chovy is down, and KT will do it.
KT are going to Worlds. They take down Gen G. Their first best-of-5 loss since the LCK Cup. The upset of the year, and they booked their ticket.
I just can't believe it. How did they actually do it, KT? Do you believe in miracles? You're seeing one right here. KT takes down Genji in 5 games.
In this manner as well. What a performance.
There you go. Qualified for Worlds 2025, just like that. None of us believed it. None of us believed in them.
It doesn't get higher than this guy. Oh, does it? Oh, does it, Brendan?
Coach just couldn't believe it too. And the goal difference graph also chaos. I do think that Tempo vibes were pretty heavily in favor of KT that game after that one fight that proved that it was like, oh, we're so far behind after the laning phase, but it doesn't matter. We can still win team fights.
Just team fight. Just engage. Wow.
POM is Cuz. I think this makes a lot of sense. Even with how good BDD was, I think Cuz, the gap in the jungle was just...
Thank you very much, guys. This is Seer for the post-match interview translation in playoffs round 2, where KT just got their first best-of-5 victory against Genji for the first time after 8 years. Please welcome Cuz, the POM, and Dokdam. Cuz, you said you really wanted this win badly. With that victory over Genji, you have advanced to the next round and secured a spot for Worlds. How do you feel? I felt like going to Worlds this way would be a dream come true, and I feel like it just feels so amazing that it actually did come true. All your fans are just so touched and so happy, and BDD was even crying, so what were you guys talking about? You know, we were all screaming going back into the green room, and yeah, I saw BDD crying. And honestly, BDD, he's just so dedicated. Although he definitely does play around a little bit, he's so serious about the game. And Dokdam, you were also just as amazing. And they actually picked you today, your opponent. So how does it feel to hand over a loss to the team that chose you? Up to this point, I don't think I had won against Genji in my career, actually. And I think I just tried to tell myself, and this was the moment that proved myself that there is no wall that I'm unable to break. And Cuz, you know, your opponent Genji had only 1 loss in the regular season, and you took them down 3-2. So what gave you the upper hand in today's victory? You know, I think I just really tried to plan everything out for my jungle pathing, and I have been saving this moment to use it in a crucial moment, and I think it really was effective today. And you know, it was really just, we had to risk it all. We had to risk giving away our strategy for this victory. And honestly, it was all worth it. I think our coaching staff was actually able to give us a lot of confidence and motivation to actually keep us in the right mind to win today's match. So what was the motivational movie that you guys were watching? You know, it's a movie about overcoming your trauma, and it actually, you know, I learned so much from that movie, and it did actually give us a lot of motivation. Dokdam, it feels like the whole team greatly leveled up in their performance. So did the players also feel it firsthand? Yeah, I think all the players actually felt it, and during today's game and match, everyone was playing really well, and it felt like we were actually going to win. And just leveling up our performance, we actually do feel that. And I think when I was playing Xayah, I felt like, you know, it was just going so well today, so that's where I felt it. And Cuz, you know, from jungle pathing to vision control to objective steals, you shined in every aspect today. So how were you trying to punish Canyon today? You know, Canyon as a player, he's just so well-rounded, such a good player in every way. And I don't think I was actually trying to punish him in any particular way, but as a challenger's perspective, I just had to really just try to get a lot of advantage from a lot of unpredictable moves and a lot of unpredictable pathing that I've never tried before. And Duckdam, in game 1, the enemy gave Yunara away and picked Smolder, and this was the first time seeing this matchup, so what was your read on it? No, Yunara? I think in level 1, she is just a little bit weak, and then that's the part that you have to actually capitalize off the most. And Cuz, after that amazing game 1 win, you dropped games 2 and 3. So over the series, what did you have to cover or fix? You know, as we got deeper into the series, there are a lot of picks that came out that we lacked practice in. But I think we were really just trying to focus on all the aspects that our coaching staff told us that we're doing really well on. But just keeping in check what the opponent is good at and just playing our game was really what was crucial today. And so Dakdam, in Hard Fearless, Game 5 is absolutely everything. And for KT, this was actually the first Hard Fearless Game 5 that you guys won. So prior to Game 5, how did you manage to mentally lock in? I think going into Game 5, I think our coaching staff just told us that there's no way we lose as long as we get a good draft. So I think they just kept instilling that confidence in us. How many steals, objective steals did you pull off, Cuz? Do you know? Yeah, I think objective steals went really well today for me. And even in Game 5, when Lee Sin was trying to come for the steal, you know, I was really surprised and I felt like the heavens were helping me. I felt so lucky throughout the match today. You know, there was also another moment where BDD was taking the Rift Herald too. And then Dakdam was the one actually who made the call, and I think everyone was just in the game today to just make it all work. And in Game 5, you guys had Ezreal Maokai bot and completed the comp with Lissandra. So to get the most out of this comp, you had to hold out until the right moment. So which play do you think was the turning point here? In the early game, it was a struggle, but after a while, it felt like a very playable game. And we're trying, BDD and Cuz did such a good job engaging, so it felt like we were actually going to win. Yeah, today was just such a great day for us. Everything went so well. And now for tomorrow, in the Hana Live Esports versus T1's matchup, the winner will be your next opponent. And that's just one step away from the Inspire Arena. So, what do you think? Any predictions? Tomorrow's match, we're going to watch very, very comfortably. And we're going to enjoy watching it, but it's not over yet. So, I want to make sure that we remain prepared until the very end to make it all the way to the playoffs, or the finals. So who do you think would make your life a little easier if they made it to the final, or the finals qualifier as your opponent? You know, if Peanut made it, I hope that he is okay with losing against me. So one step away from qualifying for finals, what mindset do you have? You know, just winning today actually it just means that all of our practice and preparations has paid off. I want to stay ourselves on ground and make sure that we keep trying our best until the very end. And Dakdam, as of now, they always say that summer's KT is strong, but I want to be strong until further into autumn as well. And that's the end of the interview with Cuz and Dakdam, and back to the space. Thank you.